All right.
Rex Slane definitely winning the war of attrition here, just picking off unit after unit. You know, he's not making massive attacks. He's just coming in, killing a couple units, leaving. And in a mirror matchup, you know, that's a style that I really like because you have the same set of units. They're both going very similar builds, but you can get, you know, like a 5 probe advantage because he can't leave. But here we go, blinking up in, killing that backdoor Nexus. But he's got to blink out.
Yeah, he has to blink out. He doesn't have enough to keep going, and he does blink out. And he's being chased off right now.
The blink down, unfortunately, that was not a very clean blink, so take it easy, losing some stalkers. I would say what's
take it easy.
Defining
not blinking his whole army
is that Rex Slane is very clean with his builds, and his unit control is quite crisp. Whereas Take It Easy's he's not a sloppy player, but Rex Slane certainly has a bit better control, and definitely he's just got everything kind of down to a T. And Rex Slane's not quite as refined, I would say. And that's getting a bit of an advantage for Rex Slane over Take It Easy.
Rex Slane is sending an observer into the opponent's base, something anyone should do with a Protoss. Making sure that the army composition doesn't change drastically, and making sure that things are the way he wants it to be.
Yep. And Rex Slane currently way ahead in economy, 45 harvesters to 37. He's actually got his hidden expansion up in harvesting with a decent probe count there, whereas the hidden expansion of Take It Easy doesn't have anything really, just 2 probes.
I think Take It Easy has a great metagame here. The fact that he's faking this whole, oh, I'm struggling to get my natural up because you keep blinking into it.
Yeah,
that is something I would think.
He isn't really using his hidden expansion for anything, so while it's a nice little trick, it's not really getting him anywhere, as he is in fact just as weak as he appears. The 4 or 5 probes down there are not going to do much. And Rex Slane throwing a pylon down at Take It Easy's hidden expansion.
Oh, so he does see it, eh?
Probably.
Oh, he has to walk by the pylon.
Yeah, he knows that there's a pylon down there. He has not seen the Nexus.
Oh man, Rex Slane with sick blink micro, just going up and down cliff to avoid zealot damage. And if you don't know, zealots have a lot of DPS.
Yeah, zealots are
actually the highest. No,
I don't think they're the highest in the Protoss army, but per cost, zealots theoretically zealots are the best unit you have. And there's the GG from Take It Easy. So Waterloo, or not Waterloo, sorry, Toronto.
How dare you confuse Toronto with Waterloo?
Hey man, they're both in Canada. But yeah, so Toronto up 2-0 now. So we're going to be going on to the 2v2, which is going to be, well, I have to say, I will be very, very impressed if Hawaii wins this, as the team that Toronto is putting out is the most overpowered 2v2 team I think I've seen in the CSL.
Indeed. I have to agree with you. I mean,
I have it loaded up, by the way, just so whenever you get.
Yep. Let's just pause for a bit, though.
Yeah, I don't know much about the Hawaii players, but the pink Protoss for Toronto, whose name is like nobody can pronounce that, but it's actually just his name in reverse. Everybody just calls him JF. His name is like Jen Fei. So, anyways, JF. If anybody's familiar with the TSL tournament, the Team Liquid Star League, JF won the first TSL back in Brood War. So he was a really good player. And Slayer's Becko, not a TSL champion, and as far as I'm aware, not a member of Slayer's, the team, but a really, really strong Terran. So you're talking like this is just like, yeah, it's an incredibly powerful 2v2 team.
Alright, so before we start this next game, UFT is currently up. Wait, yeah, is UFT up?
Yeah,
1
2-0.
2-0? Alright, so UFT is over and up over the University of Hawaii Manoa. And we are going into our third set. But before we do, a shout out to our sponsors, TD Esports, who again makes gaming equipment for, well, who other than gamers. And they are giving $2,000 to the CSL in prizes for the CSL teams in the grand finals, the finals, and the playoffs. And we also have Justin TV, who had given or is giving $1,000 in cash prizes to the CSL to distribute on their behalf. Also, we also have a Facebook contest by the CSL. Go on Facebook, search for Collegiate Star League, and like us to win a mousepad, or to have a chance to win a mousepad. There we go. Okay, so we are going to be starting in 3, 2, 1, hit play. Alright, on the bottom left side, we have Eifnage from the University of Toronto as the pink Protoss. On the bottom right, we have Slayers Becco from the University of Toronto as the red Terran. On the top right, sorry, they do represent the University of Toronto. On the top right side, we have Feg. We have Feg representing Hawaii as the purple Terran. And the top left side, we have Chiga as the green Zerg representing Hawaii as well. In terms of statistics, let's look at UFT's team here. We have Eifnage and Slayers Becco, one of the most overpowered 2v2s teams I've ever heard constructed before. And Eifnage has a 3-0 2v2 CSL record, and Slayers Becco has a 2-0 2v2 record and an 11-0 1v1 record. As for UHS... sorry, I just got a message. As for Chiga and Theg, VGG. Oh, VGG, that's how you say it. So, as for Chiga and VGG, they have no recorded games in the CSL. However, VGG has a 10-2 record in 2v2 games. That was a lot of saying, and I got everything wrong, so sorry about that. So it's going to be a ZT versus, a ZT versus a PT. Nothing really going on here. DGG putting out barracks without putting up a gas. So, of course, there's 2 barracks, so it's going to be a 2 racks push here. And Zerg is going for a 14 hatch.
I have to admire Chiga's just balls there.
Chiga.
A 14
Chiga has some
hatch
big balls.
in 2v2 is...
Balls.
Well, yeah, it's balls. Generally.
Big gem balls.
It's great if you can hold, but usually you can't. But just going for it, he has my props. Particularly against a team that consists of JF and Slayers Becco.
Considering I don't know, like one is going a 2 racks and one is going for a fast expand. It's going to be a defensive 2 racks, obviously, to defend in case of any pressure on the 14 hatch. Is that the reason for the 2 racks?
I'm not sure. There's like one hatch Zerg can't really get much in the way of units out. So the 14 hatch could be for aggression. It delays your push a little bit, but it lets you get a lot more lings because, well, you have another hatch. Alright, and there was apparently a pause in the game, but since this is a replay, you guys don't have to suffer through the pause. So,
yeah.
The power of casting from replay.
So, whoa, hey, a 3rd rack's going up, so it might be a 4 racks push here from DGG. What do you think about that? A 4th rack should go down. I don't see why not. He doesn't have any gas. He's going to have to put down a 4 racks.
Yeah, it's a 2v2. If it's cheesy, it works. And a Reaper from Slayers Becco. Actually, you don't see a huge number of them anymore in 2v2s. They used to be very popular, but very good. An incredible micro here from Slayers Becco, hopping up and down that ramp, picking off units.
Just before the 4 HP mark.
Yeah, that Reaper is just a hero. He's probably going to tell war stories about that little battle. And here we go.
I see why he went. Okay.
A micro battle going on. And it looks like Slayers Becco is not going to finish off his well, there we go. He sends 2 SCVs, but that's not really going